guys, JobUs55 here, and I'm bringing you another amazing Halo video. Now guys, before I get started, I just want to say I'll be starting up a new series of videos. I'm going to be calling them Thinking About Halo. Yes, it's a cheesy name, but then again, so is Halo Chats. So, what this is going to be, guys, is I'm going to be talking about how to improve something in the Halo universe. And before you go off and say, oh my god, that's basically just like Halo Chats, you're just calling it a different theme. Yes and no. Now, the previous Halo Chats had kind of been a gray area. I talked about my opinions, but I also talked about ways to improve them. From now on, I'm going to be strictly about opinions in Halo Chat. However, in thinking about Halo, I'm going to be talking about ways to improve a topic. In this case, it would be Warzone. And actually, specifically, Warzone playlists. And I'll be starting off from there. Now, guys, you probably are aware there are very few Warzone playlists. Three! I'm sorry, guys, if my mic is going crazy. That is stupid. You should not only have 3 playlists. That is horrible for any game. Sorry about that. That's very low in any game, you know. I've never seen a game with that few playlists. And yes, Warzone is not all Halo. It is only part of Halo, but still, something that they push so much pre-Halo launch, you'd think that there'd be a bit more to do. In fact, we only had 2 different game modes until very recently this summer. So, they really did not push Warzone as much as I thought they would. And they really should have added more game types, and there are plenty of different ideas to add to game types. And they could go crazy with it. They already did several months ago with a game type that was like, you get 9 wrecks instantly. You know? So, I mean, it's not like they don't have the ideas to make new freaking maps or stuff, or, you know, game types and stuff. They're just not doing it flat out. You know, that's all I can say. They're just being too lazy, in a sense, to make new game types. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna get started with some playlists. I have 10 for you guys, okay? 10. 9 or 10. One or the other. Anyways, guys, so the first one is Warzone Bomb Assault. Now, guys, now you guys are probably aware of Assault, right? Well, I'm calling this Warzone Bomb Assault, so you guys don't get confused with normal Assault. What this is, guys, is that there will be a bomb in the center of the map, or whatever is like the big building. Let's say we're playing on this map, so there will be a bomb in the temple. And with that bomb, you would try to take it and plant it in the enemy base. And if the bomb blows up in the enemy base, your team wins. There is no score, so no one can just go to 1000 and win that way and completely forget about the objective. No. To win, you must get the bomb to the enemy base. Now, these would result in pretty damn long games, as I have realized that while thinking of this list, and really meant for players who have a lot of times on their hand that can go 30-40 minute games without a problem. Which is why I came up with my second version of Warzone Bomb Assault. It would basically be like Warzone Assault, just like where one team attacks, one team defends, and what you do is the attackers will have a bomb at the ODSC drop pods, and they will have to take this bomb, and what they do with this bomb is they obviously plant it, right? But you have to plant it at every base you come across, so it would be your first base, your second base, and then your last base. Very straightforward, you know, not very difficult to understand at all. So, what that would do is it will make the games much shorter, especially if you give it a 5-minute timer to plant the bombs, and a bit more interactive with Warzone, so you're not just shooting at one another, you know, you have a goal to do. Right? Anyways, so next up would be Warzone Capture the Flag, or Breakout Capture the Flag to be specific. It's basically just like the Warzone Bomb Assault first version, where you will have a flag at the center of the map, and you'll have to bring it back to your own base. Very similar to what Breakout is right now, with having to grab a flag and bringing it back to your base as a way to win. Now, you could, of course, in Breakout, you could just go ahead and get 1,000, kill the enemy players, but it won't be like this again. With these objective-based game types, you'd actually have to capture these flags. And be a little bit easier to do this than the Warzone, because if you have a good team that can defend, you from grabbing the flag and then bringing it back, your team could get it done really quick, and it would take 5 captures to be a bit more fair and make the games a little longer, so it's not very quick in case the team is like camping the shiz out of a base. And then I have normal Warzone capture a flag, where in each base there is a flag. The enemy must grab the flag and bring it back to their own base. Now, I wouldn't think this is good for the the core bases, as I'm gonna call them, because those are one, really, really far apart, and two, very hard to get into if there's only 1 or 2 people trying to attack at once. So you could just make it like the secondary bases, like an armory or a garage or something, whatever the heck are the 2 outer bases, and then work your way from there. So it would work like that. Basically, just capture the flag in Warzone, which would be pretty fun. And then we have something to accommodate that quick early morning person who has to go to school in 30 minutes. Warzone Quick Match. Now guys, Warzone Quick Match is very, very similar. It's not similar to anything we've seen, really. Actually, I was going to compare it to something, but then I'm like, wait, no, there's nothing I can compare this to. So, Warzone Quick Matches are basically PvP. No AI. There are going to be no AI. No bosses, no grunts annoying you the entire time. Just player versus player. Why is this a quick match? I mean, wouldn't it taking away those bosses make it longer game, actually? No, because you start off with 1 base. You spawn in 1 base each, which means that you're already gain points from the very start. And then you would have to capture the center base. And also, you had to get 300 points. So as I said, these would be quick matches. In case you had to go somewhere very soon and you still want to get in your Halo or something, see if you can win a game of Warzone and get your amazing ranks that no one really cares about. Then this would be a fun game type. I would especially love it because I don't like spending 20-30 minutes on Warzone at all. Not once at least, not 1 game. I would like to see things change up, just like in Arena, which is why I like Arena more. But anyways, then guys, kind of what I referred to earlier about the instant 9 wrecks as you spawn, I added this to the list just because I would love to see this back. And what it is you spawn with your 9 wreck points, right? Which means you can spawn in any weapon you want. Like right now, I could have spawned in the arc light. Sorry, I could have spawned in the arc light instead of a normal railgun, and then maybe have grabbed like Prophet's Bane if I had it. Something like that. And you would go in and you would grab these weapons, and it would restart. Your wreck points will respawn instantly, which would be pure mayhem. Especially if you had a lot of really good wrecks. It would be crazy ass mayhem. It would be a lot of fun. It'd be hectic. It'd be very hard to keep control of anything. And it would be a fun time because you can like watch yourself be murdered magically by 3 rays shooting at you all at once. Or maybe you and your teammates going in with literally just a squadron of banshees flying in trying to get a kill. You know, something like that. Something fun. It would create amazing experiences. Anyways guys, the next game mode are Warzone boss fights. Now in this guys, 2 teams will work together to try to kill bosses. And when I say work together, I mean the 2 teams are going to be trying to kill each other as well as the bosses. Now you cannot score points by killing any of the players. You can only score points by killing bosses. And what this would do guys is that the bosses would have 2 separate health bars, 1 for each team. So red team would have a red health bar and blue team would have a blue health bar above their bosses. And this would allow the bosses to have separate health, so that players actually have to work together as a team instead of relying on the enemy to weaken them to kill it. Which means if someone's just camping there, 1 person out of the team is just staying there with a VR, waiting for the enemy to drop that knight's armor and make its head pop up and go meh, and then try to get a quick headshot from it. It won't work like that. You're not going to see your knight or elite's armor break. Your team will have to work together as a unit to try and kill these bosses. And how it works, and to win, you would need to get, let's say, 15 boss kill points. And so normal bosses would be 1 point, legendaries would be like 3, and then mythics would be 5. and they would kind of spawn in order. So you have 1, 3, 5. So if your team killed those 3, then you have 8, and then you had to kill 3 more, 1 more normal, another legendary, and another mythic, and then your team would win, right? With 1 point. And that would be kind of fun in my opinion. I would really enjoy doing that. Definitely change up Warzone and actually kind of use that AI ability it has to a greater extent. Anyways, another one is my second to last one is going to be a very different thing from any other topic, and definitely going into the more crazier ideas. And one of those ideas is Warzone King of the Hill. And there are no teams. Sorry, hit the mic. No teams. Zero. Zilch. No teams. It is free-for-all. And you would have to take over one base. Let's say it was... what's a good base idea? Let's say you're trying to take over Monument. You would have to work alone to try to keep Monument under your control. And you have to be standing there too, or in a vehicle on the ground. And whoever gets to, let's say, 100 points first wins. These would still be very long matches, like real Warzone. You can spawn in your Rex, and it would definitely change up flow quite a bit. If there was any game mode I'd like to see, it would definitely be this one, for sure. And now, guys, my very last one is Cuckoo, guys. Like, this is crazy. I didn't even think I was going to add this, but screw it. I think it will make Halo a lot more funner Warzone-wise. If you guys can hear that screaming, please ignore that. This is going to be called Warzone Covenant versus Humans. Oh yeah. And there will be 2 teams. One group will be the Spartans, and the second, guess. I'll give you like 5 seconds. 5 seconds is too long. Covenant. Or Elites, to be specific. And this would basically be, the Spartans would be the Spartans would actually be attacking, and the Covenant would be defending. However, the Covenant would also have to defend their bosses. That's who they defend. And the way to win is obviously through getting the most kills. Like, getting a lot of points. And so the Covenant's goal would be trying to take over any of the bases, and the Humans' goal is trying to kill the Covenant bosses. But, here's a big catcher. If you're a Covenant, you can play as these bosses. You can control these bosses. Let's say a Grunt Goblin was about to spawn in. You could play as a Grunt Goblin. I would like give you controls at the beginning and telling you, okay, so this is how I control this for any of the bosses. Now, of course, if you're an Elite, like, let's say, Elite Specialist, you really wouldn't need controls. You'd just be playing as a normal Elite with weapons. And this would be really cool if you were a Covenant, because you can actually play as these bosses. I would love to play as a Grunt Goblin, or even a Hunter. I would love to be a Hunter. That would be so damn cool. Anyways, guys, so that's what I think. These game modes are things that I think could be added to Halo and work wonderfully to Warzone playlists. You know, they would be a lot of fun. They would change up your normal flow, and especially that last one are pretty creative and different. And I would love to see them be added into Halo. Guys, tell me what you think. What Warzone playlists you would like to see. Share this all around with your friends. Share this with other YouTubers. See what they think about it. You know, share this with 343 if you really want to. Let them see this. Let them know if they want to see this video. And see if they could add any of these playlists in. And guys, I think the easiest one to do would probably be Warzone quick matches. And the toughest would definitely be Warzone Covenant versus Humans, in my opinion. So which ones do you think would be the easiest for them to add? 343, I mean. And which one would be the toughest? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go now. Stay tuned for the next video, which I will be making very shortly after this one, explaining my schedule that I will be trying to do from now on. And remember, guys, to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and always stay original.